What's up, guys? I'm back with another video. Today's video is on why credit is important. I'm currently at work right now. As you can see, I'm almost out of here, so I was just thinking to make a quick video right now. And the video first off, let me tell you who I am. My name is Quaylen. I work as a respiratory therapist. I'm also a certified personal trainer, and my channel is about health, wealth, and fitness. And today's video is on why credit is important. I looked through my feed and I seen that the analytics show that a lot of men watch my channels between the ages of 18 to about 44. And I thought that somehow maybe I could bring some value to you guys through this title right now, why credit is important. So yeah, man, let's get straight into it. Credit is very important. Credit is important because without good credit, you're not able to rent a house, buy a house. You can't get the car that you want to need. Your down payment would be much lower or much higher, and the interest rate would be higher or lower depending on your credit score. Also, certain job opportunities, certain job careers look at your credit, such as a mortgage loan officer, accounting, anything in the financial careers most likely will look at your credit. Law enforcement, TSA employment will look at your credit. So, guys, credit is very important. Another thing is, if you're a business owner, you might not get the funding that you need depending on your credit score, or you might get more funding or less funding depending on your credit score, and your interest rates might be different also depending on how high or how low your credit score is. Another thing that I forgot to mention, I'm looking at my notes right now and I forgot to mention, since I stay in Arizona, this is how important credit is. If you have an eviction on your credit report, you won't be able to rent out an apartment or rent out a house for 7 years. That eviction stays on your credit score for 7 years, your credit report. Also, guys, I wanted to tell y'all a story on how I messed up my credit really bad. After the story, I would tell y'all how I also fixed my credit. But when I was 19 years old, right after I moved out here to Phoenix, I didn't have no car, and I started working, and the place that I was working at was about 30 minutes from where I live, so I had needed a car at the time. So I was staying with my family members, and I had bought a car. I had got the down payment for a car from one of those, those buy here, pay here type of places where you could just put down the down payment and get the car. So the car that I had bought was a 2003 Toyota Camry, and they had wanted $21,000 for it. I was so young at the time, man. I wasn't thinking at all. But fast forwarded, the car was a pretty good car. I think I put like $1,500 down. It was good gas mileage on the car. Never had any issues. But fast forwarded to about a year later, I was going to go to college, but the college I was going to go to was in Tucson. So, and I was going to be playing football, so I couldn't afford the payments on the car. I think the payments was around $300 or $400. I really can't remember. It was about 7 years ago, but yeah, man. So I knew that I couldn't afford the car anymore, so I just let the car stay in the driveway, and they finally came and picked it up. I think after a month or so, they had a GPS tracker on it. Like, I wasn't trying to hide the car or anything. I just left it there for them to pick it up. The keys were inside of it too. So yeah, guys, to make a long story short, they ended up picking up the car, and about 2 years later, I had got served a subpoena and I read the envelope, and it was saying that I had owed a certain amount on the car, and they was gonna take me to court if I didn't pay the car amount that they was asking for. But yeah, that car had messed up my credit. It was listed as a repossession on my credit, and I think it had sunk my credit score all the way down to like 5 something, like the 510, somewhere around there, I believe. But yeah, guys, so one thing I never do is finance a car that I can't afford again. I don't even like financing cars, and I don't have a finance car right now, but that's something that I wouldn't do again, is finance a car that I can't afford. I forgot to mention to you guys, with that car, I had put a lot of miles on that car. I was driving everywhere in Arizona in that car, and also in the Phoenix area. I was hitting all up and down all through Phoenix, and also I had took a couple of trips from Arizona to Alabama in that car too. So the mileage on the car was up there, and the total value, you know, cars depreciate fast over a certain amount of time. But yeah, to make a long story short, I had called up the car company that owned the car, and I was telling them that I was only a college student and that I wasn't working and I couldn't afford to pay them the total amount for the car. So what we ended up doing was negotiating a settlement price on the car, which I paid a certain amount of money over 2 years. And then after that, I had paid them additional, I think $3,500 plus, I think about $2,400. So the total balance came out to be about $6,000 that I ended up paying on the car. But once I paid that, they took that off my credit history, and it had increased my credit again. But guys, before you do anything, make sure that you get that in writing, that you guys are willing to negotiate, that you guys are going to negotiate. And make sure you negotiate the terms and negotiate the settlement price. But yeah, guys, that's what I had did, and they had took it off my credit report. And yeah, guys, I got my notes here. So if you just starting off and you don't know too much about credit, the three biggest credit companies in the U.S. are Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Those are the three companies that's going to monitor your credit. And guys, where you could get a free credit score at to see what your credit score is, you could either go on Credit Karma, you could go to Experian.com, you could go to Equifax.com and TransUnion.com. Some of them may charge you a certain amount, but I think it's no more than $30 that they would charge you for. And then the last thing are ways that you can improve or fix your credit. You can always try to negotiate and do a settlement on the outstanding balance, and make sure that you get everything in writing before you make any payments, so you have that as proof just in case. Another thing that you could do is pay off your credit card balance in full once you purchase something, so it's not stacking up against you. Another thing, before the payment date, obviously. Another thing that you could do is never exceed the spending amount, which is 30% of the total balance. So never go over that, because that's going to be a negative ding on your credit report. Also, if you have something that's on your credit and it's been over 7 years, you can have those negative marks removed from your credit. And all you got to do is write a letter to the which credit bureau it is. You know, the top three: TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. And that I have to remove that by law. I could try to find a link to post what you need to send to those credit bureaus. All right, guys, that was it for this video. If If you felt like it was helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. What's up, guys? Just to recap from today, I did find a sample letter online where you could write to the credit bureaus to have those negative remarks removed that I was talking about from 7 years ago. I'll post the link in the comment section somewhere so you guys can have it in case you needed to send a letter to the credit bureaus. If you felt like this video was helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.